Alright. What's your name?
Stephen James Thomas Farrer.
Stephen.
Yeah.
How old are you, Stephen?
41.
41. What's your current situation? You homeless out here?
Yeah, currently homeless.
Okay. How long have you been homeless?
A number of years now.
Do you know exactly how many years?
Probably about 5, 6.
5. Okay. So when did you first become homeless?
It was after I split up with a girlfriend. I was in my hometown of Doncaster, and it turned out my birth parent was the chief executive officer. Where I found out that during Beast from East, they wrote in my file, I hope whoever effing killed him. Because she were President of Solace, the compensation was a statutory amount of about £8.9 million. So since then, from one thing to another, we're being homeless from one town to other. Councils are not very helpful, because obviously, you know what I mean, I know that I have a claim to answer. So that's just the main reason.
Okay. So do you know who your parents are?
Yes.
You do, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So how old was you when you first became homeless?
I've been on homeless about 2-3 times.
Okay.
In between having permanent places to live.
Right. And you said you had a partner.
Yeah,
was that like a wife?
No. We're just living together.
Okay, so you was living together and you guys kind of broke up and
yeah.
She kicked you out?
Yeah.
Okay. How did it feel like?
Well, she didn't kick me out, I walked out because I was going to chin her.
Oh, you walked out?
Yeah.
Okay. So you walked out and from there you was homeless?
Yeah.
Wow. What was the first night like?
It weren't too bad because I stayed at a friend's house. Okay. And then after that, it just stems from one thing to another where things get more and more difficult, like living on streets.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not originally from London, are you?
No.
No? Can you just repeat where you're from again?
Doncaster.
Doncaster. Where is that?
South Yorkshire.
South Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Okay. And you made your way way down to London, yeah?
Well, one of the things is I had to come this way anyway because I'm adopted. So I have to get my birth certificate from Guildford where I was registered as a baby.
Okay, so you was adopted?
Yeah.
And then eventually you found out who your parents were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. So, do they know you're out here on the streets?
I imagine so, yeah.
Yeah. When was the last time you kind of spoke with them?
A few years ago.
A few years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And you haven't had any contact since?
No.
Why is that?
It breached my human rights. She wrote in my personnel file, whoever effing kills him. And he's a well-experienced homeless person and not to help him. When she purposely left me out in -25.
Oh, okay. So, what was your childhood like?
Yeah, quite good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's quite good.
Yeah.
What was good about it? What would you say? Any good memories?
Yeah, many a good memory. I was left to be quite independent. Because I'm quite independent, I think I think it's one of the reasons why I've still got my faculties. You know, when you're homeless or entrance destitute, you can lose your what can I say? Your view on life. You know what I mean? I could easily quite say that I'm ready for the grave when I'm not.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you kind of do to survive out here?
I beg.
Beg, yeah?
Yeah, well I don't beg, I just sit down and people give me money.
Does that go well for you? How much do you typically make?
About £20-30 a day. Twice, so that's I might sit out for 4 hours twice.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the time I try and sit at McDonald's where it's warm.
Ah, okay. Is that enough money to get into a warm room?
It is if it were easier to engage. with services. Still, then again, I suppose it is a bit lazy on my part. Like obviously, like London's a larger place from where I'm from, so it's like the time it takes to get from one to another as well.
Okay. What do you kind of like do with the money when you receive it?
Oh, I'm using drugs at the minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're a drug user?
Yeah.
What drugs are they?
Well, heroin and crack.
Ah, okay.
They're not. It's not like it used to be though. It's. I think it's more of a mental. How can I say it? Withdrawal than it is a physical one.
Ah, okay.
So if I did get somewhere to live, I would be able to stop. I know I would. I did it before.
Yeah. So you would say like you're addicted to it?
While I'm on the streets, yeah, it's very difficult not to be.
Okay. When was you first introduced to it? When did you like first use?
I was about 24, 25.
25. Okay. And you was homeless at that time, wasn't you?
No, I just bought a house.
Oh, okay.
And a few things went wrong and that was it. I was jiggered.
So you was a homeowner before?
Yeah.
What was you kind of doing before you became homeless out there in the streets?
Yeah, I was working on a farm.
You worked on a farm?
I was working on a farm, and then before that, it was like warehouse jobs.
Yeah. So you know the girl that you was with?
Yeah.
Does she live in that home with you?
She did at the time, yeah. She's moved on since then, so have I. As, she got pregnant within a very short time, and I found out after the child weren't mine, so it helped me out now. And
how did you feel when you found out it wasn't your child?
I was ecstatic.
Okay. So just to go back to, like the drug use. So you was like 25 when you first used.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who introduced it to you? Was it like friends?
My lodger.
Your lodger?
Yeah.
Okay. And then ever since you've just been like using?
Yeah. Well, on and off.
On and off.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel when you don't use it?
Well, on a permanent scale, I feel fine, but in short duration, if not using it, like if I didn't use between today and tomorrow, I'd be in a bit of a bad way. I won't be stood here.
Wow. Okay, so you kind of like depend on it to like feel good.
Yeah, just it's the agitation it helps with.
Okay. Do you wish you could become sober?
I think so, yeah. Like I've got this ongoing claim with Doncaster Council to deal with. It's in my freedom of information request that it was written. I just don't know how to get my freedom of information request.
Oh, okay.
There's all government programmes are interconnected with your own hard drive within the planet of things that happen to you.
Yeah. Alright. So they don't help you at all with you being homeless?
Pardon?
They don't help you at all?
No.
No? Alright. Do you have any skills or talents?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah? What are they?
So, I don't know. I don't struggle with anything.
Okay. Can you dance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Able to like show a little something?
No.
That's fine, man. What talents would you say like you'd be like brave enough to show?
I don't know, because I think like stubbornness and perseverance.
Okay. Do you know any other family, by the way, out here?
No.
No. Do you have any kids?
No.
If you could have like 3 wishes, man, what would they be?
We should get me compensation through. We should get me passports at a point that I could pass the perimeter. World peace.
World peace. That's beautiful, man. Do you have any advice to anyone that's thinking of like hitting the streets? To live the street life?
Can't advise anyone to have this life except to have a good heart, even if you're not all that.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask one more thing. When it comes to the dangers out here, is it dangerous for you? What kind of like things have you like seen that's traumatized you?
Everyone gets robbed from time to time, but I haven't really had any problems.
Okay, so it's been pretty cool out there for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, that's good, man. Alright. Any last words?
No, thank you for your time.
Thank you, man. Thank you for sharing the story.
Not a problem.